Thank you all for being here this morning. I'm Councilman Bill Hollander, who represents District 9, where you're currently situated. First, before I start, I want to thank members of the former Tree Advisory Commission, whose work has helped us so much to get here today. You don't have to be a scientist to know the value of trees. They uplift our spirit, they connect us with our past, they soften the surfaces of concrete and glass and metal, and they provide inviting spaces for us to connect with one another. They make communities more livable. If you are a scientist, though, you know that they do much more. They help with air quality. They act as natural water filters. They slow the movement of stormwater. Trees absorb sound waves and reduce urban noise. They cool the air, and they reduce the urban heat island effect. And they make us healthier. Studies have found a correlation between community trees and exercise. People are more inclined to get outdoors and exercise when their surroundings are greener. The people are healthier, and they are connecting with their neighbors. Research shows that there is less violence in urban neighborhoods with trees. There's money in trees, too. They make business areas more attractive, and they increase home values. And areas with trees are more attractive places to work. We know that we are losing trees in Louisville. We also know that, unlike many other communities, we have no comprehensive public tree ordinance. Passing one was the #1 recommendation of the urban tree canopy assessment last year. Councilwoman Hamilton and I are filing a public tree ordinance today, and it will be considered by Metro Council early next year. The proposed ordinance only covers public trees, which includes trees located on Metro government-owned property or controlled land, or in public right-of-way areas, except for parks, which have their own tree protection rules. This ordinance consolidates Louisville's tree efforts into the Metro Division of Community Forestry to provide oversight and comprehensive coordination of tree issues. A new Louisville Metro Tree Advisory Committee, appointed by the mayor and approved by Metro Council, would assist in those efforts. The ordinance also establishes policies and standards for public trees, clarifying and replacing the provisions of several existing ordinances. For example, the ordinance includes a common sense provision that new trees that grow to a height of more than 25 feet not be planted within 15 feet of an overhead utility line. It clarifies existing regulations by allowing limited trimming of public trees without a permit, which is currently prohibited. Currently required tree removal permits would now be conditioned on replacement of the public tree, unless a waiver is granted. To help low-income property owners with tree responsibilities, a community forestry escrow fund would be established. The fund would receive all monetary penalties related to trees and could also accept donations from the public. Property owners could voluntarily protect historic and specimen trees on private property. The only other provision which affects trees on private property deals with trees that are a public nuisance or a threat of the spread of disease or infestation to other trees. This ordinance imposes no new burdens or responsibilities on private property tree owners. It's important to remember that the ordinance is just part of the effort to increase Louisville Metro's tree canopy. Metro Council has recently made changes in the Land Development Code, which protects trees in proposed conservation subdivisions. Other changes in the Land Development Code are under consideration, including as part of the adoption of a new comprehensive plan. We're looking forward to public comment and eventually to enactment of an ordinance that will help protect one of our community's most valuable assets, our trees.